At Paramount Theaters.
Okay, $25 million was the buying price. Then you sold it in 84 and 85 for
$3.4 billion plus warrants, which would take it up probably to $4 billion.
Now, I ran that through my little pocket computer, and that's somewhere between 14 and 15,000% profit in under 40 years. Are there other investments that you know of that can do that?
Well, I don't know, but it was a good investment.
Did you get your hands on all of the program decisions? You bought yourself a network in the early 50s. You didn't have any programming.
Well,
were you doing it show by show yourself?
No. We were fortunate enough through the years of selecting young, creative people. All the older people were already tied up to NBC and CBS, so we had to go out after new young people. And fortunately, we were able to build what I consider a very fine young team.
What shows were coming into you? What shows were you?
Well, after we went in the Western Trend, the others followed. Then we went into the Caper Trend with 77 Sunset Strip and pictures of that nature. Then humor in Western like Maverick. Then the medical thing, medical type of program.
Ben Casey.
Ben Casey. And Naked City, which action type of thing. And basically what we tried to do is what NBC and CBS were not doing. They were basically live programs following the radio format. And so the public definitely was interested in what we were trying to do.
But even with the success, you name a lot of shows that are classics, I guess, in the Broadcasting Museum and the annals of television and whatever. But even with the success of those shows, could you still compete with NBC and CBS on a level playing field?
We couldn't because we didn't have the number of stations.
How about the goofs? I'm sure there are many that, just like fish, for a fisherman, I'm sure there are shows that got away or that you decided against that you regret now. And
well, there's many shows that happened, but I don't have any regrets in a sense. All in the Family is an example. We brought that over from England ourselves, had Norman Lear do a pilot. We weren't satisfied with the pilot. We had him do a second one, which was very funny. But Alton and Rule and I, Alton was president, decided that the ethnic approach, insulting people, blacks and ethnic groups,
never make it.
It would never make it,
No.
And why should we do it? And I'll give
good choice.
Bob Wood over at CBS took it up and it became a real hit. So it shows how smart you can be.
I was reading the chapter that you write about radio and your belief in radio. But you say, I thought radio would prosper if instead of being a delicatessen, so to speak, offering a little of everything, it became a boutique with each station purveying programming to a narrowly defined audience. Eventually this approach emerged as radio's great strength. Some people think that's happening to television now, that with cable you can program directly to people, and the mass approach of networks is now past its time.
No, I think the mass approach is in the hands of the networks. Insofar as cable is concerned, I think they are somewhat tending towards radio, identifying a specific market. As an example, we at ABC have 3 networks for cable, one of which is ESPN, directed to sports, Lifetime, which is directed to women, basically, Arts and Entertainment, which are regulated towards the articulate minority, and I think other programs by other people are directed to a specific audience.
But with those cable operations snipping off pieces of the audience, is there still room for mass appeal networks, or are we dinosaurs?
No, I think there's very definitely. Before you had cable and before you had video tapes, you had 96% coverage of the country. Today, in prime time, you may be down to 63% coverage of the country. But you must understand that the number of homes are increasing at the rate of 1 to 1.5% a year. By the year 2000, you'll have 100 million homes. And if you get 60% of that, you're getting 60 million homes between the 3 networks. It's still the mass operation. There's nothing to equal it.
Can we afford the kinds of things that people have come to expect from networks? Can we afford the first-run sports events? Can we afford to pay the kind of money that's now being paid for baseball, for football, and even for entertainment programs?
May not be able to. Sports may become a pay operation. I think they may be facing, if they are, the sports people, facing a problem with Congress to see why the World Series or Super Bowls on a pay basis, that the public is denied something that they're now getting free, And I think they have a question mark in their own minds. I'm sure about it.
What do you like in the networks now, and what don't you like? You can stand back a little bit and look at them from a distance. Do you like what's on the networks?
I think basically, as I see it, the networks are trying to play it a little too safe. In this business, creatively speaking, you've got to have guts and courage to shoot crap and take chances on things that are distinctly different.
Leonard Goldenson, great pleasure. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
And Good Morning America will continue. Stay with us.